Let's see what happens when we look at the 1 to 2 rule, or the 2 to 1 rule, and we try to label the boxes that we had. So we know that when we had just one dot, we couldn't do anything with it, nothing could explode. So let's label one dot 1, which means that the first box on the right is a 1. Well, okay, what about 2 dots then? 2 dots explode to 1 dot, and there are no dots left in the ones place. So let's label this box, this second box from the right, 2. So that 2 is 1, 0. 2 dots. How about we put that? Okay, well, let's move to 3. When we had 3 dots, well, we know that 2 of them will explode and move to the right, to the left. So we've got 1 dot, and we still have 1 dot. So it looks like the code for 3 dots is 1, 1. 1 dot in the 2's box, 1 dot in the 3's box. Okay, this is going all along swimmingly. Let's see. If we have 4 dots, we can explode both pairs. This top pair becomes 1 dot. The lower pair becomes 1 dot. There are 0 dots left in the ones place and 2 dots left in the twos place. So, let's explode those 2 dots and move to the left so that we have 1 dot to the left of the twos place, 0 dots in the twos place, and 0 dots in the ones place. Since we started with 4 dots, let's label this new box to the left 4, so that we would say that 4 dots equals 1, 0, 0, and that this third place to the left is the 4's place. If we have 5 dots, well, let's see. Let's explode those 2 and those 2. So let's see, the bottom 2 dots explode to the left. The top 2 dots explode to the left. And we still have 1 dot left in the ones place. These 2 dots in the twos place will explode to make 1 dot in the fours place. So we have 1 dot in the fours, we have nothing in the twos, and we have 1 dot in the ones place. That means that 5 dots is the same as 1, 0, 1. Okay, well, this is fun. What if we started with 6 dots? Let's see if we can do this. Let's group. Let's go left to right. So the leftmost group is that brown group. And then the next group moving to the right will be this green group. And the next group to the far right will be this orange. And do you notice that we have nothing left in the ones place? Now we can explode 2 of these dots into the fours place. So we get 1. We still have a dot left in the twos place. We have no dots left in the ones place. And that means that 6 dots is equal to the number 110. Okay, if we started with 7 dots, let's see. We've got one group. Let's do the same thing. Let's go leftmost to rightmost. So this first group of dots that explodes, I'm going to call red. And then the next group, let's call blue. And the next group, let's call orange. And we still have 1 dot left over in the ones place. Now we've got more than 1 dot. We've got 3 in the twos place. So let's collapse or explode the top 2 dots into the fours place. We're still left with 1 dot. My orange ran out. Sorry about this. So this is the dot that was left over, and we still have the dot in the ones place. So we can see that 7 dots has a dot in the fours place, a dot in the twos place, and a dot in the ones place. And that is why 7 dots is equivalent to the number 111. This is the last one we're going to do, but this isn't the last one that can be done. All right, so let's see. Let's explode those 2. Oh, here we go. The blue, and then these 2 below it. The 2 at the top right. And finally, the 2 at the bottom right. So we had 8 dots in the ones place. We exploded since there were an even number of dots. When we exploded them by pairs, we were left with nothing in the ones place. And now We've got one pair here. So the two dots on the left in the twos place will explode to create one dot in the fours place. The two dots on the right in the twos place will explode to form one dot in the fours place. And notice that we're left with 0 dots in the twos place and still 0 dots in the ones place. But we can't stop because we still have 2 dots. We're allowed to have 0 or 1. Okie doke. So let's see if I can find another color. Let's explode these 2 dots in the fours place, one space to the left. So now we've got 1 dot in the box to the left of the fours. We've got 0 dots in the fours place, 0 dots in the twos place, and 0 dots in the ones place. So since we just have 1 dot left and it's in the new box, and since we started with 8 dots, let's name this new box 8. And finally, let's notice something. Let's write each number. Since this is a 2-to-1 rule, let's see if we can write each of these numbers as 2 to some exponent. So 2 to something, 2 to something. Well, these larger ones are easier. I know that 2 times 2, or 2 squared, is 4. And 2 times 2 times 2, or 2 cubed, is 8. Oh, that's right. 2 to the 1 power is just the same as 2. And 2 to the 0 power is 1. Any number, any base raised to the 0 power is 1, except 0. 0 to the 0 power is not defined. So now we've got 4 boxes in the 2-to-1 rule, defined as 2 to the 0, 2 to the 1, 2 to the second, and 2 to the third. In the questions, you'll be asked to describe what the next box to the left might be.